the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Washington Redskins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Go, go, go. Quick dash. Come on.
Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check, go back. 12. Back up. Mike spot 4.
Back to throw, Luck. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's our time. It's our time. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the 45 on second down. Wilson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if he continues to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
No chance. 57's the Mike. 50.
Again, Wilson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Switch.
Now on second and 13. Wilson, they'll go screen here to Hunt. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is third and 7.
0-0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Next with your Jets 7, Redskins nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Tight end right. 3 down. 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. Let him know.
Wilson. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, let's get this.
To throw is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. So he got 3 at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Hey, alert. 52, right 52. Double dog. That's the way. Off. My 52. Let's go. My 52. Front it. They're running it. Mike 52. Get ready.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
52, Mike 52. Pick it up. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go. Tighten up.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Jets.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Off of play action. Luck. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll fake it. Now Luck going up top for Kupp. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jets 14, Redskins 7. Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch his flat. Watch his 14. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you. I got 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
56, right there, 56. 40. You think you won't get this? 56, check 56. So don't say nothing. Mike 56, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Reload. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Luck. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Go.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Mike, check out. 540. Monday.
On third down, Carson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check out. 622. Oh, you got deep? I got him, man. He's mine.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Get it, boy.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I know you felt that way.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You.
From the gun on third down, Wilson flush to his right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Right there, 54. Right.
Here's Love. This will be caught by Brown. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check out. 540. 12. 12.
Now it's Love. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to pump from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He hits Jermaine Curse. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Jermaine Curse, 79 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. SOS. Mexico.
They run again with Carson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
No. Alert.
On first down, it's Carson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Run, 40! Team, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. 12. Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Now on second and 13. Luck. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
56. You must alert. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You can't block me. Mike 56.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. They'll run on first down. Punt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go one more.
Throwing on second and 14. Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Good job right there. 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
I I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Reggie. I got you.
To try again after the sack. Luck. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, but now it'll be third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Yo. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
52 is the mic right here over there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Lock on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Luck. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Check out. 90. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Come on, come on, come on. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go.
Luck. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 27-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
11 feet. 40. Easy. Alert.
They run it with Carson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. This is Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there.
It's now 4th down.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Flag 90.
52. I got one. Watch twist.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Fight. 6 man. Check girls, check girls.
Block that, block that. 35's the mic. Go.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Stay with your man.
35's the mic.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Mike 35, Mike 35.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Be a long day for you.
12. Hey, Foxtrot. 54. Hey, D-back, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Shoot! Watch the shoot!
6 guys.
First throw in overtime for Lott. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
He's checking. Cracks.
Hey, watch it.
Go. Slam.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Check. 11.
Hey, Orbit.
Alert 3.
Check.
Watch safety.
On.
Safety's creeping.
Strong right.
Hey, turn it up.
From the gun, here's Lott. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
55.
12.
All day.
Mike 55.
Out of the gun, Lott keeps himself upright. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's Tressway now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. With it is Jackson. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hunt. And some room to work. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards.
Hustle. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through. Not
only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it. So for the Redskins, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.